Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome to another vlog. Today is Sunday and I'm going to do some meal prepping, so I thought I would vlog a little bit, show you guys what I'm making for the week. I feel like I'm going to vlog throughout like the beginning of this week as well, but I wanted to start this off with just like cooking. Sundays are always meal prep days. I love having all my food ready to go for the week. I always meal prep for basically just one meal because I'll eat that one meal for 5 days. So really, I have the same breakfast each morning. I always make that in the mornings. And then for lunches, I've been doing just like a salad or cheese and crackers, like something lighter for lunch usually. And then I just have my main meal then for the week. So that seems to work really well for me in particular. You might want to make like more meals. You might want to meal prep like more things or even less. It just really depends on your routine and your schedule and what works for you. I used to do these a lot more on my channel where I would like meal prep on Sundays and show you guys what I'm making. We are going to get back into that today. This week we have a really simple meal lined up. I'm going to wash some beets. I wanted to make those this week. We have some lentils in a can. I generally don't do canned lentils, but I want to use these up. So I'm going to do those. And then I have some frozen sweet potatoes and then some frozen broccoli. We are going to clean these beets right now. I also got some kale that I want to clean. I think these have bugs in them. It's really gross. So we're going to do a full deep clean of this. So I have a whole bowl here of apple cider vinegar water. I always wash all of my produce in this. I let them soak for as long as they need to and then I rinse them off. So that's what we're going to do to get started. And then basically we're just going to do power bowls this week. I also have arugula and spinach in there and I have tofu. We're going to bake everything up. I'm going to boil the beets. We will have a little assembly. My beets are boiling. I have my kale soaking in vinegar water. And then I just put in my tofu, my broccoli, and my sweet potatoes. There are some vegetables that I prefer frozen and some that I prefer fresh. For example, I do prefer like fresh sweet potatoes over frozen, but I had frozen in the freezer, so I wanted to use them up. So really it just depends upon the week, what I have to use up. I just love the easeability of like opening a bag of organic broccoli or green beans. When I'm feeling ambitious, I do like to buy fresh broccoli, fresh cauliflower, that type of thing. So I figured this week is almost like a mix of like fresh and frozen. So I decided to take the time to do the beets. And I think I'm going to actually make like kale chips this time. I'm just gonna try to put those in the oven and bake those up a little bit just so they're a little bit more crispy. I'll let everything finish boiling and baking. Then I will prep the kale to go in the oven. So my beets are done and I just drained out the water and put them in a cool bowl of water so that way I can get in there and take like the skins off and it's not so messy that way. And then I'm just going to put them into a little container once I cut them up. I should not be wearing white right now, but that is how it's going. I have my tofu in a container, and then I just mixed the sweet potatoes and the broccoli in one. They're cooling, and then I'm gonna pop them in the fridge. I have my kale that I dried. I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on top and some salt, and then we're gonna pop this in the oven at 300 for, I don't know, between like maybe 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what my oven does. I have another round of kale over here. I wanted to do it in 3 sections because I reused the same pan that I baked the broccoli and the sweet potatoes on. So I didn't want to get a bigger pan. I just like used the same parchment paper, all of that. So we are gonna see how these turn out. I'm not gonna be too particular with them. I don't need them to be super crispy. I just want to bake them a little bit so they aren't like super hard to digest when I go to eat them. Are you getting hungry? Yeah. Are you? Oh, you're such a good boy. I love you. I love you. Good boy. Yeah, we'll get food pretty soon, okay? Pretty soon. Yeah. Do you like the camera? Do you like the camera? You like it? Get it, but don't get it. Don't really get it, but try to get it and be cute, okay? I just made the best kale chips ever. They have the perfect amount of crunch, but yet they still have like a softness to them, and the flavor is perfect. Oil with the salt, it is so good. I have my second batch in and my third batch is drying. So that is the ticket. You wanna make sure that you dry your kale very well prior to sticking it in the oven if you want like kale chips, because if it's too wet, you'll have soggy kale chips and that's never fun. It's so particular. Once you get it down, you know the steps you need to take to have like the best kale chip. I feel like it's easy to get it. All right, you guys, meal prep is done. I have my beets, my tofu, and then underneath those I have my lentils, my 2 containers of kale chips, and then I have my sweet potatoes and broccoli here. And then I will just do, bless you, Burrito just sneezed. And then I have spinach and arugula back there. This is the old one, so I'm trying to use that up. And then peppers if I want to cut those up to put on top, and mini cucumbers. So that will be our meal prep for the week. I'm gonna make a matcha, and I'm really excited to try this brand of matcha, the Symbiotica one. It's organic matcha. I was gonna get the Peak, but then I really couldn't justify how expensive it was, and plus this one was free shipping, so I'm like, okay, this one still looked really good, so we're gonna try this one. I'm really excited for it. I haven't had matcha in so long, so we're gonna make one right now. It's naturally sweet, which I really like. I think it would be good with some honey or some other type of a sweetener. Another thing I love to do on Sundays is not only meal prep and get like the food situated for the week, but I also like to get other things ready just like for the next morning. So for example, Sunday evenings, as actually even before that, like today is super chill, so I did this right now, but I like to pick out an outfit that I'm gonna be wearing for in the morning. So whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like whatever day of the week it is, I like to pick out my outfit ahead of time, so that way I know what I'm gonna be wearing and there's no thought that I have to put into it the morning of, because the last thing I wanna do is get out of bed, hardly be awake, and not know what I'm putting on, what I feel like wearing, the whole thing. A little change like that has really helped me just be more productive in the morning. You wanna make sure you like what you're wearing because it just makes the whole day better. It's a small change and a small thing that you can do, but it really does make a difference. So I like to plan that out. I have just been prioritizing my meals more, and like I generally always have. Now it's just like a little bit different. I don't know. I feel like I'm even more in tune. It feels good to be making like these changes, and along with like the mental and emotional change comes like all the physical change. I did some editing this morning on a vlog that I'll have up before this one, so I'm probably gonna spend some more time editing that right now. I'm honestly gonna take a shower, maybe do a face mask. I'm probably gonna do my liver pack tonight. I like to prioritize all of my health things and just things that are going to make me feel good in general. So that is kind of what I'm doing Sunday. And I do these things like throughout the week as well, but there's just something about doing these things on a Sunday that sets you up for the week. And then throughout the week, I just maintain everything. Also going to kind of clean up the house a little bit. I already vacuumed, but I'm probably going to do some mopping and just like that type of stuff. So yeah, let's get to it.
Battery 80%. Amanda Weyers.
Good morning, Monday. If you can't tell, it's Monday. Actually, this morning has been going really good. I woke up early, I did my red light, I made breakfast, fed the cats, they went outside and watched the snow fall for a while, and now they're playing with their toy. I had some extra time this morning, which was really nice. I don't know, I didn't sleep good last night. I kept waking up. I was awake at like 3, and then I was awake like after that too. It was just a whole thing. Because I was up and awake, I decided to get up about 30 minutes or so early, and I was a little bit more productive this morning, which felt really good. Just having more time. Like, it's not even necessarily getting up and like fitting more things in, and being able to relax a little bit and not, be right on time. Because I know when I get up, generally, like, everything has a time frame, like if I'm not in the kitchen making my coffee at like 7:15, if I'm not making it at that time, then I'm running behind. It's just kind of nice to have a little bit of extra time this morning. I'm just gonna put on some makeup really quick. I start work in like 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna take the next 15 minutes to kind of put some makeup on. I have a couple meetings today, so that is kind of something I want to have done. And kind of like I mentioned before, like setting out your outfit so you feel cute the next day. The same goes for just like getting ready in general, like putting on some jewelry, doing a little bit of makeup, like even if you're going to be sitting at home, feel good about sitting there and working, I don't know if anyone's going to understand the logic behind that, but it definitely works for me. Don't get me wrong, some days I'm like, I can't bother to put makeup on. I can't bother, to like do really anything other than make a coffee. Some days that's fine, but like I'm in the mood to kind of like do it up a little bit. I'm gonna finish my makeup and then we are going to start the workday. Even with 3 minutes to spare, I just got done changing the cat's litter really quick, and now we are going to start our workday.
Like the right day ever comes, now it's Friday.
is officially lunchtime and I'm going to have a few kale chips that I made yesterday. At this point, I think they're a little bit soggy, but that's totally fine with me because the flavor is on point, okay? Just a little bit of salt and olive oil, and these babies are amazing. The workday is complete. Monday has been quick today. Actually, it's the quickest Monday I've had in a minute. So everything went really good today. Work was great. And we are now going to put our computer to charge. I'm going to actually install an update right now in it. And we are just gonna do the evening. With those kale chips, I also had, that I did not show, an apple with peanut butter and then some crackers and cheese with tomatoes. So I'm not hungry at all right now, so I'm gonna wait to eat and just do some things around the house. I'm just gonna honestly start my wind down routine. I like to do this after work, do whatever I do to get like prepared for the evening, get things like ready to like be comfy and cozy. That includes like taking a shower, doing skincare, doing anything that's gonna like kind of bring me to like wind down for the evening. I did my red light mask this morning, so I'm not gonna do that tonight. I normally do it in the evenings if I don't do it in the morning, but that's all taken care of for the day as well. So really, I'm just going to chill out a little bit and I may do some more editing on my vlog. We will see. Happy Tuesday. It was another early morning this morning. I got up just before 6 and I'm so happy I did because once again, I had so much extra time to just take my time, do things that I normally wouldn't do in the mornings. So I did my red light again and just took my time making breakfast. We're gonna have a more chill day today. Like, I'm not gonna get ready or anything for work. Like, obviously, I threw on like a necklace and wash my face and all that, but I'm not gonna like put makeup on today or anything. It's just gonna be like a really chill, laid back day. I don't have any like scheduled meetings or anything. I wanted to show you guys their little toy. We were playing with it last night, you guys would have seen, but it is like the best thing ever. This is it. It just has a little skirt on it, so the actual device is underneath, and it has this little attachment that has this string, and then it also has a feather. I think there's 4 settings. There's one that just does the string, and then there's another one that does the string for 5 minutes and the feather pops out for 5 minutes, and then I believe one just does the feather. And they all shut off, I want to say 10 minutes, and then it will detect the cat's motion. If the cat's like near it, it'll start up again. So that's if it's like on and it's like resting, but then you can also turn it off too, obviously. I really love this thing. It's just great entertainment. I highly recommend this. If you have a cat and you think they might like it, I will have it down below. Basically, I'll just turn it on and they love it. I like to have it on maybe a little bit in the morning, like after they eat, if they seem a little bored and they want something to do. In the afternoon too, if they're like in a playful mood, or in the evenings when, you know, things are just kind of quiet and they want to do something. I just let this go and they love it. They really do. Another power bowl. We have meal prep that I made on Sunday, just the same bowl that I had yesterday with everything in it. This has been so good, and this time I did add some balsamic vinaigrette on top. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. So I'm gonna go devour this and then get back to work. I don't know what my hair is doing right now, but we're just gonna let it be because it's kind of out of my control. But anyways, guys, it is the end of the day today. I just got done with work and I am going to end this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed the last couple days in my life, going through my routines and my work routines before work, the whole thing. I hope you guys liked watching. I will be sure to start another vlog soon, but until then, make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.